What's up, you guys? Out on whoa, got morning voice. Out on another ride. I'm gonna go up to the bay and go over a bridge. You have to go to get into the bay, and I'm going to go right up there, show y'all a little bit of the bay, and so y'all can see the water a little bit, because there's not really a place to ride that's along the beach to show you the sand and the waves. But I'm gonna go to the bay, and I can stop and get off the bike and walk around. And then tonight I think I'm gonna take my GoPro out on the beach and watch the sunset and videotape it, and I'll just do a time lapse of the sunset and throw in some Beach Boys or some kind of beach music. But I have some I guess some good news and some not so good news. The videos that I'm taking down here, I edited one I made yesterday or the day before, and I'm gonna try to I tried to upload it, but the internet here, you can get on it for all of 5 minutes, and then you have to end it, and then you have to turn off your connection and then turn it back on. So the internet is bad here, anywhere's bad here. But my dad has the little Verizon card, but it doesn't have enough broadband or whatever to upload a HD video to YouTube. So I mean, it said like 8 hours, and he has to turn it off by then. So I just decided that I'll upload all the videos when I get back home next week, which sucks. I know they'll be a week behind, but y'all will still get some content, which I don't think y'all will mind. But I'll have a bunch of videos I have to upload when I get home. But me and my brother actually went and rode our bicycles yesterday up to the little strip, and on the way back he pressed the front brake too hard. He was kind of leaning over, and then when he came up, he pressed the front brake and threw himself over the handlebars. Of course, I didn't have my video camera, or I wasn't even looking, so I didn't even get to see it. All I saw was him leaning over the handlebars, and then next thing I know, I look up and he's got the bike flipped upside down. So I was like, oh, did he stop and was looking at the tire? Or? And then I came up and he was bleeding on his arm. He just got scratched up, but he just got back from Honduras, and that sprinkler just hit me. And he slipped and fell there playing soccer and cut his arm open. Well, he didn't have to get stitches, but cut it open pretty good. And then it just reopened the scratch, and it was just bleeding from there. But he was saying his elbow's hurting, but I don't blame him. He's pretty scratched up on his arm. I'm just glad he didn't hit his head. But yeah, we went and rode up there. I enjoyed it, but the bicycle seat really does hurt your butt. I mean, and I'm not used to going from having a big gas tank in between you and not having to pedal, then going from having to pedal in just a tiny little bar and nothing to grab on with your legs. It's kind of weird, and you can move it, but he doesn't. When you drive a motorcycle, your braking is on your left hand or on your right hand, and I think on all bikes, I don't think they have opposite clutches for right-handed, left-handed. None of them may. But dang, this water will not go away here. Oh, that's a lot of sand in the middle of the road. But so when you go to brake a motorcycle, you have your right foot for the back brake and your right hand for the front brake, and then your clutch on your left hand. On a bicycle, it's the front brake is on your clutch hand and your back brake is on your right hand. So when I go to brake a bicycle, I automatically go to my right hand because that's what I use to brake a motorcycle. It just comes natural now. So to him, he just grabs whatever brake's there, and he grabbed his left hand, and it flipped him over the handlebars. But he said he didn't grab it. He said he just was going to, because he was leaning over the handlebars and went to go stand up and grabbed it, which I don't know how he did that, but he did, and flipped over the handlebars and no one saw it. I think that's what he was most upset about. No one saw him do it. So I was like, dang it. I was like, yeah, that stinks. When you hurt yourself, you want people to see you. When you hurt yourself like that, I know you kind of make a fool of yourself, but then it's kind of funny. You have something to talk about, so. But now he's got a scratch. He doesn't want to go to the beach and stuff. I mean, well, you can go to the pool, but then our pool that's right by the condos shut down. They were cleaning it all day yesterday, and finally, I guess the pool people were here when I just left. So have y'all heard about the, I know this is going to be a week old since I'm uploading them a week after I record them, but did y'all hear about the plane crash? I don't know where it was at. I think it was I'm pretty sure it was in the US. And I think it came from China, but it was, they flew in too low and clipped the tire or the landing, whatever, on the rocks, because there's ocean or there's a lake or there's water before it, the runway. I mean, like a foot or two from the runway, and they were too low there, and they hit the tire on the rocks and then hit the nose and then lost the tail of the plane. And then they were showing pictures of it, and they had like two big holes in the top of the, it was in the top of the motor, the airplane, the cabin. It said 2 were dead, but when it first happened, a couple hours after it happened, or they started recording it on TV, they said that there was 2 deaths and there was like 13 or 14 missing. How do you, it didn't land in the water. It landed in the on the runway. So where did the people go? Or did they just, because they said everybody escaped, did they just escape and then wander away from the place? So I thought that was kind of weird. How in the world are you missing people on land? And then they had people like walking up, like in a line walking up. I didn't know what they were looking for. I guess they were looking for pieces of the airplane to figure out what the cause of it was. But all of the airplanes now, they have the black box where it records all what's going on inside of it. It records all the instrument panels and what the not flight attendants, but the airplane driver, the pilot, what the pilot's doing, and the radio between the tower and the airplane. So I mean, they have all that stuff and they can figure it out, but they said it's going to take 3 months to figure out what's the cause of it. And then they said, like, oh yeah, airplanes can pretty much just land themselves. Yeah, airplanes can pretty much land and fly themselves. So I don't know how in the world there was a crash, but they still say flying is the safest transport for travel because there's so many flights going out today. There's so many flights and there's so least amount of accidents. But because you take in how many cars are on the road and how many wrecks there are a day. I mean, there's probably a wreck now. I mean, there's a wreck probably every second somewhere in the world. So, and then there's how many flights go out in a day in the whole world and how many wrecks, airplane crashes are there in the world. So it's kind of but I rather drive. I don't, just the hassle of trying to go through the airport and all that, because I live in Georgia and Atlanta has the biggest airport or the busiest airport in the US, I believe, or the biggest. So it's crazy trying to get through that airport. And my dad goes through it all the time. I'm like, you need some kind of, he actually got a pass where he could go on the airplane strip because he was they were doing some work. He's works for a natural gas company and they were having to put some natural gas pipes underneath or beside the airplane strip, so he actually got to go. But they worked at night and there's not any takeoffs really at night. There's some landings but not that many. So I was like, well, if you have that, then I mean, they had to do all the background check and everything for every employee to get out on there. I mean, now that you have that, can't you just go, don't have to go through security? I mean, they allowed you to get on the airplane strip. Now do you have to sit through security every single time you go to the airport? I thought that was kind of funny, but you know, you still have to go through. Even if you can get onto the, I think even the pilots have to go through every single time. I'm like, that sucks. I had a gnat in my visor, but yeah, I'd rather just drive anyways. So it's really pretty out here. And on the way down here, I mean, it rained the whole way down here. And we're like, crap, it's gonna be one of those rainy vacations, because my cousin just came down here the weekend before and she actually left early because it was raining the whole time. They got like a foot of water where she was staying. So she came home early, but it hasn't rained yet since we've been here. I mean, it says 30% on the radar, but I mean, in the summer, that's pretty much, it's always going to say 30%. But it don't look like it's, I mean, it's really blue clouds and everything, so it feels good. It's hot. I think it was like 80 something when I left this morning. But it feels really nice, and sitting at the beach, you get the breeze of the water, so it feels good. But back home, they're getting a lot of rain. They said the lake has gone up 2 feet, or it's 2 feet above full pool, and it was about 0.78 when I left Friday. So they've got some rain. But when I'm not moving, it's kind of hot, even with a tank top and shorts on. It's hot. So, but I do have the drift ordered. I don't know if I said that when I said I have good news and not so good news, but I have the drift HD ordered, not the Ghost, but the HD 780p I have that one ordered and should be at my house in 5 to 8 days, so hopefully it'll be there when I get back from vacation. The only thing is it didn't come with I don't think it comes with a headphone. It comes with a headphone, not a headphone, a mic, external mic and jack, but it didn't come with an external mic. So I'm hoping this one, the one for the GoPro, will just fit in there. I don't know if they're different size ports, but hopefully this one will just fit. Will just fit into it. If not, I can probably just go to Best Buy and get a where it switches it. But then I'll have the GoPro. I'll keep the drift on my helmet at all times because it's not. I mean, it's bulky, it sticks out, but it doesn't stick down and to the out and down, so it's not hitting my shoulder. So hopefully that works out good, and then I can record videos all the time. But I thought they all come with a remote. But the Ghost is the only one that comes through the remote that blinks what if you're recording or not. So I mean, I guess that's good. I don't have to like take my helmet off to see if it to press record, but then I can't see if it's still recording. So what I may just do is I may just take my helmet off, press record, and then I can just edit me putting the helmet on when I go to edit the video. So hopefully I gotta look it up. I gotta just play around with it and see how it is, what it does. But this is a really pretty road. I mean, there's a lot of grass cutting they had to keep up with. But I mean, you got trees this way, you got trees that way, and they keep it kind of the underbrush cut, so you can see a good couple 100 feet into the woods, which is pretty cool. My mom said they burned the brush. I'm like, I don't really know if they want to catch stuff on fire, but it's really pretty though. Oh, there's a turtle over there. If that's still there when we come back, I'll stop and look at it. But yeah, it's really pretty. I mean, if I stay on this road, I can get all the way to Destin, and I think if I go the other way, I can get all the way to Panama. But I don't really want to go too far with my motorcycle, where somewhere I don't really know where I'm at, and I don't really want to break down and then have to call my dad. Can you come pick me up with the trailer? I know he would, but it's just the pain. I don't want to have to do that. And it's hot, and I don't want to be stuck out here waiting on them, because it is really, really hot when you're sitting still. Definitely inside this helmet. I can see why Florida has the no helmet law, because it's so hot. I mean, it's not as hot as California, but California's different. California's dry heat. Florida, Georgia, all this side, the East Coast is all humid heat. When you get wet, you stay wet. You don't dry. In California, you get in the water, you get out of the water before you walk to the towel, you're dry. So, it's kind of funny. There's some bees or something right there. They have like a bee's nest. I don't really like that close to the road, because one of the bees come out here and you're just smacking into them. Because one time I got stung while I was driving the bike. The bug was coming towards me and it got me on the inside of the leg and stung me. I mean, the whole bee pretty much went into my leg. I couldn't walk for a couple days afterwards. It hurt. I had to like call into work and say, hey, I can't walk. I don't think I'm gonna be able to come into work. So it wasn't fun. But this building is pretty cool. It's like built over water. I think they meant to do that, but see, it's got, I don't know if you can see that with the camera on this side, but it's got water all underneath the building. I think they meant to do that, but I don't know why they would meant to do that. That's, I think, would be harder to build. They just put a bunch of poles in it and then just build on that, like you see the houses in Florida. Well, these houses aren't really like that. The ones in North Carolina, there's a story where there's nothing but like where you can park your car, but it's totally see-through. So when the water comes, it just washes underneath. So in Florida, they don't really have that. You would think they would, but they get more hurricanes than North Carolina and South Carolina because of the Gulf. But yeah, this is they just redid last year when we came down. They were doing a lot of road work here, but I guess building the 2 lanes, because I think it was this 2 lanes, not 4 lanes. But yeah, there's the bridge. And yes, we're gonna go over it, and I'll show you all everything. And then when I get to the other side, there's little benches. I'll stop and show you all. Ow, like that just hit me, whatever it was. And I'll show you all the bay a little bit. My parents told me not to be looking around when I'm on the bridge, just so they don't really want me to drive off the bridge, which I don't blame them, but we'll try to get a little view. I can look that way pretty good and see if you can see it. But like the bridge has like a weird like curve. It's funny. I can't believe there's usually like a lot of people right here. I guess that place is run down. Usually there's a lot of people and there's like big boats here. Ooh, that water looks crisp. Look at that. Nothing but water. It's like the lake, but not the lake. It's like the lake, but there's no dam. And there's sharks and nasty stuff in the water. I don't know if y'all can hear my radio, but I got Beach Boys playing on my other ear. And it's blaring inside my helmet. Oh man, now you can't really see much. There's the beach, or the lake, or the ocean, whatever, the bay, whatever it is. There it is. It's really pretty. I think it goes out and turns. That way, I think it is. That way, I don't think it does anything. I think that way goes out to the ocean. Yeah, there's the ocean out there. I think. There's another bridge. I can't tell. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where the ocean is out there. But you would think this would have all waves. Like where the waves crash up to the beach. You would think if it didn't have nothing to crash up to, it would just keep on going. But I guess it runs out after a while and then it just gets smooth. Yeah, it's really pretty. I love those clouds. So if y'all live up north and really can't go to the beach this year, just watch this video and you'll get my channel for the next week and you'll get a lot of beach action. It won't be the full experience, but I'll try to give you all that I can. So this is where I was talking about. Oh man, that bug just hit my helmet. That was a hard bug too. So see, there's I don't really want to park right there. I don't want to pull into the gravel that much. And there's a truck right on my butt. So yeah, it's really pretty. The water's it feels good. Oh, there's a dock. So there's like those pole like sticks where they can go fishing for something. Clams? Is it clams? I can't remember what it is. Scallops? No, not scallops. Something. Where they stick to the thing, they have to scrape it off, I think. So here's another little bridge. So then we'll pull off here. Or I may go up and turn around and then pull off. But yeah, where we there's a little like bay area like right by the condos, and where that washes into the ocean, it's like, it looks like sweet tea. It's that kind of color. Can't believe there's not more people here. So that's the ocean for you. I need to find a place to turn around now. A lot of palm trees. There's some road work here. I couldn't live here. Live and work in a vacation area. Oh man, I need to turn around before I get stuck here. Alright, we're gonna pull here and look at these big trucks. Look at those babies. It's for sale if anybody wants one. That is crazy. Y'all want to do that in my Jeep? Oh man, that would be real fun to lift. Holy fudge. So he's got a brake on the... Oh, that's crazy. You see it's got the brake on the axle instead of each wheel. That's cool. 46. Holy crap. You got a lot of mud in there on the dashboard. Transfer case, dude. That is outrageous. That's custom right there. You know how hard that would have been to make? You gotta make sure each side's level. Hey, you need to work on the motor, just get right there. Oh, it'd be easy to change oil. I like the Jeep though. I don't know how this can even pull those tires. Yeah, need to pull a trailer. It's pretty crazy. God, I don't want to pay for those tires. Hope y'all got some of that in the video. Yeah, some stuff on the front. Man. I would tear something up if I had that. I saw it when we drove up here. I was like, Daddy, it's for sale. He's like, no. I'm like, come on. He had a Jeep. It was, I mean, it wasn't lifted like that, but he had a Jeep Wrangler. He's got one now, but he had one when he was younger, and he used to go mudding a lot. But yeah, I wouldn't want to do any kind of work down here. Everything's sand. You go home, you got sand everywhere and all on you. No, thank you. I'll pull off here. Yeah, there's the bay a little bit. I don't know why they have that concrete wall like that. It's like slanted to push, I guess, so it doesn't wash up on the road. I don't know. I mean, I can just go over that. Yeah, it's really pretty. Got more Beach Boys in my ear. Some big boats out there. And then he's got a little tiny boat there. And you get washed away with the bigger boats. There was some guy had was tubing the other day up by the little spot by our house. I wouldn't want to, and then jet boats. I wouldn't want to put one of those jet boats in the ocean. I drive the jet boats all the time at the lake. They suck at the lake. I wouldn't want to drive them on. I feel like that would just eat everything up in the jet. But what do I know? So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'm gonna tape a video on the way back and put it to some more music. So I hope y'all enjoyed the bay and the lifted trucks, and hope y'all don't mind that I have to upload the videos a week late. But when I get back, I'll have a week or week and a half full of videos for y'all, and then I'll have the drift to record videos, and I'll have the GoPro so I can do some cooler edited videos, hopefully, and get a front view from my gas tank and a side view on my helmet. So I hope y'all enjoy the videos. Please like the videos and comment for different topics or any questions you have. This is Motovlogger 93 signing out.